Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? You are listening to Let's Get Into It. As always, it is me, Elle, and I have my best friend with me.
Chris, hey y'all. How are y'all doing today? I know y'all can't answer me, but it's okay. What's up?
Um, I just want to start off today by thanking everybody that listened to our first episode of our new season, aka comeback season, aka we back and we better. Thank y'all so much for listening. I loved all the feedback. It was an episode of reflection, and we gave it to y'all raw.
Definitely. Nothing is ever really planned. So y'all get our honest reactions, thoughts, everything. So we really enjoyed making or recording the episode. And like Elle said, thank you so much for the feedback. It was just amazing. The love is in the air.
Well, I was just saying, y'all, I feel an anointing
Oh my God.
in this atmosphere. It's just a shift in the atmosphere, if you will.
We going to church? Like what we doing?
Hallelujah. But nah, it's 2022 now. When we recorded last episode, I was in 2021. I'm a brand new bitch now. Everything has been reset.
No, for real. It's honestly okay. We just gonna jump into it. So today I'm starting a new challenge, y'all. Like I have this book that my friend has let me borrow. Shout out to my girl C. It's called
Keep it up, see. You
The
gonna have
Miracle Morning.
to go going at this rate, bitch.
Yes. And I'm almost done with it. It's called the Miracle Morning. And honestly, today is my first day doing it. So we're gonna check in about like a week or two to see if it's how it's going. But I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning and I have been the most productive I've ever been. Like I was so productive today. I think I would have been a lot more productive and had more energy. I didn't get any sleep last night because I'm a very anxious person. So like when I have to get up early, it's still like in my brain, like, okay, you gotta get up early, you gotta get up early. So it takes me a while to go to sleep. But once I get into a routine, I think this is gonna be the best thing for me. So just wanted to say that because you were talking about, being a new bitch in 2022. And I'm really trying to like not on no, oh, New Year resolution, but like really a different lifestyle. Trying to, like hit my goals one go at a time, attack them full force this year, and be all about me this year. Like this is all about me.
Period. I love that. I don't really have any New Year's resolutions. I have goals that I was working towards accomplishing in 2021 that have kind of trickled over into 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all know at midnight on December 31st, that new bitch activates. So
It does. It's a thing. I think it's like energies, y'all, like synergy. That's a real thing. Everybody, mostly everybody, like we all was in that. Like, okay, it's a new year. We have that vibe, and I mean, as human beings, I feel like we really are connected. So, like, I think that energy is real. It's something that it only happens every New Year, just like the Christmas spirit. Y'all know it's a certain spirit around Christmas. Like it's for real. It's nothing for jokes and giggles, shits and giggles. Like it's for real. So like I definitely feel like it activated in me as well. But it's our job to continue to have that activation after everybody is kind of burnt out. And that's usually like week 2, week 3 of January. Let's be real. I started work today and I was like, damn, I was very, I got my goals. Like, I'm really intentional. I'm like, this is what I'm doing at work and I'm not getting off until I do it. And I pretty much got off early because I got it done so quickly. But like, I'm just ready for this year. I'm ready to crush our goals. But you say you didn't have any resolutions, but y'all had a vision board party. So what were some of the things that was on your vision board?
here's the thing about the vision board party, guys. We were making virtual vision boards. However, I got fucked up.
Somehow I knew that was gonna happen.
Not gonna lie, but no, I will say this. I did start the vision board. And like I said, it's not necessarily resolutions, just things that I was working on in 21 that I'm gonna continue to work on. But I did start the vision board, and I actually used this template since we were doing virtual vision board. Oh my god, virtual vision boards! I found this really nice template. So what I'm gonna do with my vision board, it's not, I guess, a traditional vision board. I wrote down different manifestations, and I'm going to continue to add to them as the year progresses and take them off as I succeed.
I
Um,
love.
so yeah, it was a good time. Shout out to Daisha, Shadoris, and Mahalia. Them girls know how to have a good time.
Yes,
Honestly,
they do. I love y'all. I miss y'all. Okay, y'all. So what we were just talking about was completely unrelated to the
wait,
today's
wait,
topic.
wait. I do know a resolution that all of our listeners, as well as us, so I did lie a little bit, have committed to together
Oh yes,
is let's
yeah.
get a book club. So, guys, if you haven't already gotten your copy, I have a physical copy here. Black Girls Must Die Exhausted, a novel by Jane Allen. I'm almost done with this, and what I want to do for our listeners is, if you are in the Raleigh Durham area and you need a copy of the book, I will lend you my copy so that you can participate with us on the last Wednesday of this month. So
Okay.
just in my DMs, y'all, if you need a copy, and I will be more than happy to let you get my copy.
Yes, I'm super excited. I did not start yet because I just started this one today, but I'm a pretty fast reader as well. 'Cause honestly, I'm almost done with this one. It's a short book too, so whatever. But I'm excited. You all definitely make sure y'all join us. I've seen so many people buy the book already. I've seen so many people like, yes, I love this. So we definitely really appreciate the support with this. And I just want you to continue doing it, not just with one area, but in all areas. Just tap into, let's get into it as a whole. And just see what we are about because we those bitches.
So
We ain't even gonna say it. We ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna be about it. Y'all gonna see what else we have planned. Like we came swinging already. Like that's why I'm just so proud of us because as you know, we are going from bi-weekly recordings to weekly recordings, and like me and Elle, we are really on it. So like y'all are gonna get this content. We've been planning, and I just like we said, it's a different vibe, it's a different energy, and I feel like this is our year to just remain consistent and just implement different things. But as always, if y'all have anything in specific or anything that y'all want us to do, just let us know because we're always, open for suggestions. But just know we got some shit planned on the way. But going to segue into what this episode is actually about because none of that was really related to the episode. Just wanted to give y'all a few updates. But by the title of this episode, y'all know this is about shooting your shot. Okay. Um shooting your shot. So what does that mean, you may say? Glad you asked. Glad you asked. So shooting your shot, if you haven't been living under a rock, that means being intentional with dating someone, getting to know someone, making that first initial move. It's really about that first move on someone you're potentially like interested in dating someone. Now, specifically for this episode, because historically, men are the ones who usually, are the ones to have the ball in their court. Literally, for this episode, shooting their shot, they have the ball in their court and they shoot their shots. But we have been seeing a surgence of women shooting their shot. If you're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, whichever social platform you're on, you have seen this happen on social media. You have seen women slide into men's DMs. You have seen women ask men to be their boyfriends. And this the one that gets me every time. You've seen women get on one knee and ask a man to marry them. So this is what we're getting into today, like the whole surges of women shooting their shots. So just want to give some background information. So based on that, L, what how are you feeling about this new age dating? Like I feel like this is definitely a different landscape of dating, opposed to what's been happening previously, which is men is in control of the, initial dating, courting and all of that. So how do you feel?
I just want to say that I am all for women shooting their shots, but I do draw the line at a woman getting down on her ashy ass knees to somebody bald headed ass son to marry her. That's where I draw my line. But I'm a firm believer in the quote, like the quote, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you honestly feel like that's the only route to get what you want, by all means, go for it.
I agree with you, especially to a certain extent. For me, I feel like it's definitely acceptable for a woman to, slide in a man's DM or just at least have those cues, social cues of telling him like, "Hey, I'm interested." Because I feel like, and we kind of discussed this previously, that nowadays men are so afraid of rejection that they don't even want to like approach a woman unless they have some sort of clue that the woman is interested in them. So in that case, I feel like even though it may not be as like forthright, for a woman to be like, "Hey, I want you," even it's a small like a look in the eye, you know, whatever it may be to show like, hey, I'm interested as well. So if you interested, pull up on me. So I'm definitely down for that. Still down for a woman like, she sees a man on social media because as we know, unfortunately, social media is like one of the biggest ways we're dating now. Like this is like the new norm for dating, the apps, so like Instagram, DMs, all of that. It's just a part of dating. We hardly ever meet people in person, which is it sucks. It's sad as fuck, but that's the life we're living. That's the world we're living in now. So I'm definitely okay with that because what's the harm in just sliding in there. I don't know about asking a man about being their boyfriend. Like I don't know about that because for me, and I mean, maybe that's a little traditional for me, but like I just feel like a man knows when he wants to be committed. So I feel like I want him to take the reins on that. You could talk about it, initiate the conversations, but me asking you to be my boyfriend is a totally different thing. Like I definitely feel like the conversation should be happening before anyone asks, but I just prefer the man to do like a big gesture because then to me, I feel like if I'm asking you to be my boyfriend, then shit, you kind of have the expectation of me to ask you to be my husband. And I just don't want to give that false perception like I'm going to follow suit with that. So, but it's a hard line, like you said, it's a hard line for getting on my motherfucking knees. Uh, well, let's be clear. Getting on my knees to propose.
Thank you so much for clearing that up because if you didn't, I damn sure would. But no, I definitely understand. And like I have different views on like the whole asking to be girlfriend, boyfriend shit anyway. Just because I don't know. I don't know. With that, I'm not asking a nigga to be my boyfriend, but I'm also not like if I'm dating a nigga exclusively, I don't require a big gesture. Like you don't have to ask me per se. I mean, I know you probably should, but y'all know if you know me in real life, I'm really nonchalant about most things. So that's one of those things where it's like, I know. So, and I know, okay, bitch, speak. I see you
I,
dying.
I was gonna let you finish. I was gonna let you
No,
finish.
dying to get this thought out.
I was just trying to think, like, see, my thing about that is I get it, and that's literally, if y'all know Elle, that's really how she is. And I feel like, no, let me not even lie, because I was gonna say I'm kind of like a chill person too, but I'm not.
Not a
Um, I'm not at all. I'm kind of controlling. So for me, I just think if we don't have a conversation about it, if you don't ask me, now would I appreciate a large gesture? Absolutely. Does it have to be like this grand, like you have to do flowers and do it at a restaurant? No, you don't. That's cute, and I would like that, but I definitely need you to directly ask me to be your girlfriend because other if you don't, it's no what's understood doesn't have to be explained over here. You need to explain it to me. We need to have this in writing, okay? Because what gets it
right.
gets tricky, not really right, but like it gets tricky when you have that, oh, it does what it's understood doesn't have to be explained because then later down the line, it's like you don't know the boundaries with each other. And one of the two parties could easily be like, well, we never actually said it was we were
And
together.
then
Like that was
we-
an
at
assumption.
that point, niggas getting cut. So
Exactly. I
yeah,
don't know.
I kid. But no, I definitely understand that. So I think it's a wrong and a right way. If you're gonna be nonchalant in that way, there's definitely a wrong and a right way to do it. So what I mean, like I said, I don't need huge gestures. Not saying I'm against them, but well actually I take that back because y'all already know like my ideal proposal. I do not want yeah, when it's time for me to get married, my future husband, if you listening, hey baby, I love you, but listen, I don't need like my entire family there. I don't need like paparazzi and shit. I think I don't need a helicopter. A lot of people be going over the fucking rainbow with this shit. I don't need
Yeah.
I really don't. I just but honestly, if you know me, and that's I think it's like going back to in previous episodes, previous conversations, to my point that all relationships are unique because if you truly know your partner, before you decide to be exclusive with them, you'll know what they expect in it.
Yeah. But I think once again, it just takes a lot of communication. So I think it's just even if you're a nonchalant person, like you have to start communicating with the people, like in relationships, because we're lost out here. Even if it's not a relationship, what are we doing? Like you don't have to say we're together, but like give me what are the boundaries. You can't say we're not together and get mad if I'm talking to somebody else. Like so those things get lost in translation, right? Like if we don't have those conversations, and it's just easier. It's easy for a man to be like, well, we not together. Okay, but then you get mad when a nigga take me out. So which one is it? Like that's why you have to be a very direct with shit like that. And then speaking of proposals and stuff, I'm all for the big gestures.
She
But
is
for me, I would say I do want the proposal to be more intimate and maybe like a party after the fact. Like have my friends and family like after I say yes, hopefully. Um
oh
because if
yeah,
I don't
future
say
husband.
yes, it'll be
I
terrible.
gotta claim her out to a future husband. Me saying I don't want something extravagant does not mean I don't want something nice. Don't propose to
Okay.
me in the fucking drive-through of McDonald's.
Or what about like, are you okay with how like Diary of a Mad Black Woman, like he did the put the ring on her finger and then she woke up. Like, are you okay with that type of thing?
Absolutely not.
I mean, I just know some people are okay with like,
Moving forward, I want you to know the only Tyler Perry movie I ever want you to compare my life to is what? What is it?
what is it?
Bitch, now you know how many times I had to drive up that mountain.
We living that in 2021. We're not gonna be why did I get married in 2022. You're not about to be Sheila
With,
driving up the mountain trying to save your marriage. We're not doing that.
with that being said, I don't, nothing Tyler Perry has ever written I want to parallel with my life. Nothing.
I mean, the wedding and family reunion was very cool.
I give
I
you
give you Paris in the springtime. No, but for real, um, I don't know how we got on this, but it's flowing. I like the fact that we're talking about this because honestly, it's been a while since we talked about like what we would want in that situation. And I've seen like little cute gestures, and I'm like, that's nice for certain people, but I'm kind of a dramatic bitch on my own. So obviously I require a little bit more effort than like I wake up and it's a ring. It's gonna be like that's the best you can do.
This it. But no. Hopefully future Bay, my husband, I know he's listening right now. I love you. But
Please reveal yourself so I know. And come talk to me before you do anything.
and that was my next point. Hopefully, like I said, it's all about knowing your partner. And my partner is going to know that y'all probably know me better than anybody. By y'all, I don't gotta name my friends because y'all know who y'all are. But hopefully he will consult with y'all before making any big moves like that
Yeah.
anyway. Down to like picking out my engagement ring.
The
So
like diamond princess, what you want. Yes, we will know that. We'll have a Pinterest board ready for you. Just gonna hand it over. But yeah, just in the theme of shooting your shot. So L, have you ever shot your shot with a man before? So initiated it in any way?
have I ever shot my shot? Yes.
Oh,
Did it go
me
well?
too.
Absolutely not.
Oh no, wait, what?
Bitch,
I need to hear this because I don't remember you shooting your shot.
you know, freshman year I used to slide in a couple DMs here and there, and it usually went in my favor. But again, y'all know I'm very transparent, and my sex life was non-existent at that point. I was not having sex, so niggas didn't really like that.
Mhm.
So of course
Yeah.
it wasn't working for a while when I was trying to shoot my shot, but eventually I started busting it open, and
And that did it for you.
I'm joking, y'all. I'm
You was
really,
on the board. No, just like
I'm, I'm joking. I'm joking, but I have shot my shot before back then, and it was like it just was like a simple slide in the DMs, and it won't like I wasn't expecting a marriage out of the DM. Just like a little conversation that never led to anything. So I
mm,
guess I have shot my shot. Have I shot my shot and it led to something miraculous? No. But
so this
shot.
I did. I'm honestly the one time that I can remember shooting my shot, we're like still good friends to this day. It's so crazy. Yeah. That's the first time I actually really was like, oh, he kind of cute. Let me look at him. And then we just started talking, and then we tried today. Well, we dated for a little bit, and then it didn't work out. But then we became real cool friends, like really good friends. So like,
That's literally like your other best friend.
yeah, it's like one of my middle best friends. So like, it was a cool thing that happened. Did I think we would end up like this? Absolutely not. Had no clue that we were gonna be like still friends, still talking like that. But I didn't actually have expectations for it to be more either. Like when I did it, I wasn't like, oh, he's gonna be my boyfriend. And I think that's the difference maybe between a lot of women when they're shooting. Well, I don't know, I can't speak for women, but I feel like by our experiences, it seems like it's less aggressive when we shoot our shot. It's more so like, hey, like I see you, you see me. Just want you to know that like you can reach out to me if you want to. But with men, it's like, yo, what's up? You gonna be my girl? You gonna be my wife? I'm gonna put a baby in you. The fuck?
I will say this though, y'all. Like I said, y'all know that I told y'all I'm recently single. Um, I, I'm kind of back on the scene, so I do like I told y'all last week. I respond to some texts here and there, but niggas are extremely aggressive, and that shit pisses me off. And that's the quickest way for me to never text you again.
It's the difference between being aggressive and being like intentional. So like aggressive to me is more so like you just saying shit. You don't even know me and you want to marry me. You want to like that stuff doesn't sit well. I don't know who that works for, but it doesn't work for me.
Bitch, Carrie Hilson tried to tell them long ago. That bitch said you turning me off.
I was trying to figure out where you were
You
going with
want
that.
to take
Okay.
a lame? I can tell you shit.
No, but for real, that's the truth. Like y'all gotta chill on that. Like get to know the woman first before selling this dream and trying to do all this other stuff. Because most of the time, if she's a higher caliber woman, she's not entertaining that because you don't even know me to be saying that you want to do X, Y, and Z, and you want me to marry you and stuff. Like, I just met you. I didn't even meet you. We on Instagram, bruh. Relax, okay? But be intentional for my fellas out here listening and L future husband on here. Be intentional.
Hey, babe.
Okay. Yes, be intentional. Don't hold back. Don't be scared of rejection. And I know that's easier said than done, but I mean that's the only way it's gonna happen. Like somebody gotta be for it. So yeah, that was my experience with shooting. I mean, I'm pretty sure over the years though I have like shot my shot in other ways, but I've never been aggressive. It's more like a vibe, like I'm fucking with you.
Question for you. Do you think that like sending that initial like on a dating app is that shooting your shot?
That's a slight thing. I think that's just the expectation. So I'm not gonna say that's shooting your shot because it's like we're on a dating app, so like that's really what you're expected to do. Now, if you decide to be, I don't even think even if you decide to send the first message on a dating app, I don't think that's really shooting your shot.
Because
Shooting your shot on a dating app to me would be asking the man out on a date. And I've never been the first person to ask a man
yeah,
out.
never asked anybody out on a date. But
No.
we're having this conversation. I remember you saying a little earlier that it's hard to meet people organically, like in person, and that very rarely happens. However, guys, me and Crystal had a really good Sunday fun day when she was in town. And I'm not sure if she remembers this moment. We was like at least 6 tequila shots in at this point. Mimosas fucked us up. And we met this girl. She came, yeah, and this is how I know it was fucked up because we really just walked into this spot and acquired a section. Homegirl walks into our section and asks us, had we noticed this guy? And honestly, I hadn't noticed him, but she was like, yeah, I think I want him.
Oh yes. Okay, it's clicking. It's clicking. You know that was y'all. That Sunday fun day was the longest Sunday fun day. Like it was so much fun. Okay. Yes. Yes. Continue. I'm here.
And she proceeds to, she like, yeah, I don't, the girl, I don't know who she was there with, but she came in with a group of girls, but somehow she gravitated towards us. It's
Mhm.
Sandy. I like bitch. I mean, like, it's cool. You're a cool bitch. You can hang out with us if that's what you want. But
Mhm.
at a certain point, I feel like homegirl just started embarrassing herself.
Yeah.
Would you agree or disagree?
I agree. I agree.
So she taps me on my shoulder. She said, "Hey, girl, watch this." And disclaimer, y'all know I'm messed up everywhere I go, so don't be in the comments telling me I'm wrong for being out. Fuck y'all. Don't boost it, all that shit. Um, she taps me on my shoulder and says, "Girl, watch this." So she goes up to the dude and his friend at the bar. I don't know their conversation. He looks like he's smiling, nodding, talking to her. She turned around at me, give me a little wink. I'm like, okay, it's going well for her. As soon as she walk off, he start talking to like the girl that I'm assuming he came with. She comes back to our section, and she we dancing, we talk, having a good time, drinking. Um, and then the guy comes closer to where we are, still with that same young lady and his friends. This girl that she tells me and Crystal and BJ was also with us. She tells us, I don't think they together. I think they just met too. I don't see a ring on his finger. I'm like, okay, okay, girl.
And we just met this girl. Just met her.
Literally just met her. She was like, I don't see no ring on his finger. Watch what I'm about to do. So y'all, the DJ playing some pretty decent music. It's like a early 2000s kind of feel vibe. She get up
Mhm.
and start dancing, and she like goes closer and closer to him and the young lady that he's with, and she just start bumping into him. She like, if you
She was.
If you're watching this on YouTube right now, you're doing yourself a disservice because she was just like bumping into him and like she's like 5 feet tall. He like a good 6'5",
Yeah, he was tall.
and
He
he
was
just looked
tall.
at her like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And my heart broke for her in those moments.
I'm
I
not gonna say my heart broke for her. I'm gonna be real with you. I just feel like honestly, y'all, I love y'all. Who y'all listening, everybody. We gotta learn how to read social cues. Like we have to understand because the guy was clearly just being nice. And it was very tragic to see. It's like one of those Netflix movies where, the girl and I'm not even it's like she wasn't like an ugly girl or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't feel like they were compatible
it
based
was
on
almost like a scene out of Insecure or Harlem to me. Like I was watching that
yeah.
happen.
Yeah, it was a little sad, honestly. Just because it was like she didn't know the difference between him being nice and him being interested in her. And what makes it sad is not just that moment, because I know she didn't really feel embarrassed because she didn't really get it that at that point. But
Well, she
I feel
did
like
it a few more times.
yeah, she kept doing it. So for me, I just feel like the embarrassing thing about it or the sad part about it is that it's gonna continue happening and it might be a guy who wasn't as nice that's gonna be like, girl, I don't want you. That's gonna be the sad part if that happens. But hopefully it doesn't. Like hopefully she finds somebody quick because it was kind of desperate, as my mom would say. I was a little desperate, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Not calling her desperate. I think she was drunk and it was just one of those things. But she was just like doing stuff, and I was like, okay. Like at first, I was like, oh, like y'all, okay, that's cool.
No, bitch, you was egging that bitch yo. And I'm sorry for laughing, but y'all, in Christmas, we were all a little drunk, but
Very drunk.
but it to me it was just sad watching her do that to herself. So if you're listening and that's you in the club, that is one way as a woman to not shoot your shot. Like, people always say women like we'll look at a nigga and call that shooting our shot. You're absolutely right.
Yes. I mean, just like we were talking about, I definitely feel like as women shooting our shot, it's different in different settings. So, like in person, me giving you a look, a little wink, a little nod,
Let me see that wink, bitch. Hold on.
all of that, that's me shooting my shot. I don't have to say anything. But obviously, we can't do that on social media. So, you have to like say something in order for it to be a shot. But I mean, there are some women who are even more forward than that, which God bless you. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not at that point where they'll be like, they'll buy me a drink or, just be real like I want him, I'm gonna get him. And I appreciate that about some women. Like I wish I was more like that in some ways. But to be honest, I don't really have to. Like most of the time, the men that I'm
Head- Read that head she got on, y'all, please. Because
no, I'm not.
it kind of summarizes what she's saying right now. And we've had this discussion like in the past 2 weeks. She really is she not lying, but
I'm not trying to be funny. I don't
if you're
want to be cocky.
you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not watching us live right now. Because the hat says baddie. And for a lot of niggas, they ain't never been with a baddie.
So I had to add it to the tally. Okay. No, but I wasn't saying it to be like funny. I was saying it in a way that most of the men that I'm attracted to, they usually are attracted to me. So that it's kind of it don't take as much because it's like we're both like, oh, but then, there's some men but then there's some instances where I could see a man and I'm like, but he didn't say nothing. So more than likely he either has a girlfriend or he might not want me. Who knows? But just saying I never really had to be like, let me get you a drink or do that. But I don't think there's a problem with, shooting your shot women. Just be careful, read the signs because, it could be the fact that a man may be like scared of rejection and just doesn't, or there's just some men who lives in, and women, we live in our own world, so sometimes they don't even recognize that you were flirting with them or wanted them, so you might have to be a little bit direct. So this is not by any means trying to like deter you from being direct with the man. It's just
This there's definitely men out here that want women. Like a lot of niggas,
yes,
I've been on Twitter a long time, and niggas often say that they like it when women are direct. Slide in their DMs first, or like they like that shit. So it really, just know your target audience. That's all I'm gonna say.
yes.
And as
But
far
you know what I'm
as
curious though?
your shot, but if that's you, and if that's where you are with yourself, shoot your shot, bitch. I'm here for it. And what I really want to know, to our listeners, as a woman, if you shot your shot, slide in our DMs because I just want to know how it goes,
Yes, yes.
especially this stories.
Yes, but I'm also curious about how that manifests in a relationship if it does lead to a relationship. Like, so if you're the one shooting your shot, right, as the woman, because usually the man is the one that's pursuing the woman like heavily in the beginning. So I feel like usually that plays out in a relationship. Like the man is the one that's planning the dates usually, or not like all the time, but he just kind of takes the reign more because that's what his role has always been. So if you were the woman to pursue the man, does that mean you take more initiative even when y'all get into a relationship with something more exclusive? Like, I just wonder how that looks. Or is it just one of those like, oh no, that's just an initiate. I just initiated it, and like the roles flipped. Like, I'm just curious about that.
Hmm. That's a good point. I'm not sure just because
I mean,
no
even with you and your relationship, right? Like your previous relationship. So he was the pursuer. Do you think that persisted the entire relationship? Like that was his role?
I mean, like I don't know. I think we had a really unorthodox relationship, whereas it was just us. So
Yeah,
and then it's like I don't know because I don't have any previous relationships to compare.
compared to.
I think that he like maintained that role as the pursuer throughout most of the relationship.
Hmm. Okay, just a question. Okay, so let's play a little game.
Okay, bitch, I like games.
I love games. Okay. So, this is just hypotheticals. We've already mentioned that we've slid in DMs in the past. It was a while ago. And it was just one instant. It wasn't like we're not like habitual
DM sliders.
sliders.
I'm not a habitual DM slider.
Yes, we're not. That's funny when we say it at the same time. So in that case, in celebrity world, because we're not gonna use real people, of course. Um, who is that one person that you would slide in their DMs right now? Like if you knew that they was gonna like look at it and actually like who would that be?
Bitch, one. I can't. I don't
Well,
know.
no, a few. Let's get into
Who
it.
you
Talk
got?
about it.
Who you got?
Who
I
I
mean,
got?
uh, one of my celebrity boyfriends in my head is mine. Period. Vince Staples is my guy. I love that. Um, if he
Absolutely.
Vince, if you're listening, I love you, baby. He might be my future husband that's listening, y'all. Tag him below in the comments. Let him know his wife is right here and I love him. But it's a few more, but I'm gonna give you a chance, Chris. Give me one.
Um, damn, I forgot this man name. How did it? I'm going blank right now. But old dude from Queen Sugar.
You know I'm
Damn.
talking, bitch. Hold on. I'm on the computer.
Like
Kofi. Kofi.
Kofi, duh. Like why am I
I don't know. It just clicked to me too. I didn't even have to Google it. Kofi.
Kofi? Y'all, I love Kofi. I really do. And if you're listening, what's up? Cause we can just stop everything we're doing right now. And I guess this is literally me shooting my shot right now. Like, what's up? What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Shooter shoot. Okay, I got in an argument the other night at the vision board party because Everybody was telling me this man won't fine, and this man to me is fine. He's let me see if you can guess. He's really toxic. Um, Probably the most toxic nigga that I can think of in the universe right now. But he
What
can
does
use,
he do? Is he a singer?
you feel me? He could use my womb as a daycare.
Okay. So, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, yo.
He is
Wait,
a singer.
are you talking about Brent?
Brent. I think that man
I
is.
love Brent.
I
Wait,
think,
who said Brent wasn't fine?
girl, that was all. Daisha was like, Daisha had my back. She was like, I mean, he look okay. She won't on my him being fine, fine wave, but I
Yeah.
fine.
I think Brent is fine, especially now with his hair. And I also just feel like just his vibe. Like some people just fine just because of their energy. But he
Yeah.
is a good looking man though. Like he's a good looking man. And I mean the only thing is I'm pretty sure he's short. So like
Let's get.
I
Let me.
wouldn't
I'm gonna do my Googles, bitch. Hold on.
real Google. I don't know if I'm a slide. It's certain you gotta be a fine short man for me to slide into your DMs. How tall is he?
5'11", tall enough for me. I'm 5'9". Yeah.
Nah, you gotta be like 6'2" for me to be like, yeah. That's why I do Kofi.
Height and short men need love too. I'm a tall woman who also needs love.
Yes, absolutely. I'm glad that you are representing. Like, yes, because short men love to climb trees. I'll tell you that right now. They love to do it. Um, but yeah, no, I definitely think Brent is but the only thing is I wouldn't slide into his DM. He's toxic. I'm not trying to if I'm sliding into your DMs, baby, I'm trying to be your wife. Okay. I'm not trying to be a fuck. Cause I mean, come on. And we all know that's what Brent wants. Okay. He doesn't care. He's toxic as fuck. Um,
I
but
would
one short man, now we're talking about short men that I actually would slide in. Now that he's no longer married. Definitely would slide in on Miguel. Sorry. I love that man.
sorry, not sorry. Let's just say that. Sorry, not sorry.
Yes. I'm that and you know what? I'm gonna throw a married man in there. Y'all already know mainly Marco. Period.
I honestly would not slide on Miguel.
You wouldn't?
Mm-mm.
I would slide on him because I actually want to be his friend. Like I love Miguel. I don't know. He's just got a vibe. I like people with a different vibe. And he has a very creative vibe. And I would just slide in because honestly, I just was talking shit about just sex. But honestly, I think it would just be sex with me.
Okay,
Miguel.
so Brent ain't good enough to just give you dick, but Miguel is.
You know what? I take that back. I take that back. 'Cause I wouldn't like pursue Miguel, but I would definitely have sex with Miguel. In another lifetime, as Erica Badu said. Maybe in the next lifetime. But he's one person that I'm like, I guess it's more of a just like if I could meet him and vibe, I would vibe with him.
Okay, okay. Let me think. Key Glock. Everybody, y'all know I love the man.
Oh yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think I've actually slid in his DMs before.
Damn. Honestly, I've seen a lot of fine men on TikTok. Um, I know that I don't know them personally, but like they're not like celebrities, but there is a lot of fine men in this world, but they some for some reason are not accessible to me. Like where y'all be hiding? Um, but I be like, I be so tempted to be like, what's up? What's up? But if I would say another celebrity, that's fine. Who? I don't know. I don't really have another crush. Like I said, y'all know I love J. Cole. He married, but that's always and that's a vibe because J. Cole technically like by standards isn't fine, but he's a vibe to me.
Girl, like we've always had this debate. I think J. Cole is. Y'all know how we both feel about Cole.
He's so beautiful.
That's our guy. but I wouldn't slide on them the way Crystal would.
I would slide, okay? I'ma slide anywhere you want. Hell, I might slide. No, I'm just like I was about to say I might slide on 21, but I'm not gonna do that. I love 21 though. Not gonna lie, but I'm not attracted to 21.
I'm oh, y'all already know. I've said this several times in person on the show. Um, if Tiana and Iman ever need a girlfriend, I'm that girl. It's
She's
me.
that girl.
Choose me. I'm that girl. So I would definitely slide on Iman. I think he's a beautiful man too.
What is Ryan Destiny's boyfriend, Keith?
Oh,
Keith? Now he for real fine. Like there's some people that's like standard fine. He fine for real. And it's this guy. He's actually from North Carolina, which is crazy, but he's an actor and he was on How to Get Away with Murder. He was on a few things. He fine too. I don't know
it's
his name. He it's what was the new? It's a new show that was on Prime. It was like a little series. With you maybe I don't know, but he's fine to me. And if you're listening, what's that? That's me shooting.
you're
Shoot,
talking.
that's me shooting my shot. Um, but yeah,
I feel like there's somebody that I'm missing, and I'm gonna like kick myself in the ass for whenever I think about it later. Oh, got it. Trevante Rhodes.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was gonna say his name, but I couldn't remember the whole thing. He's fine, but this sounds so bad. Sorry, and it's I guess toxic femininity. I don't know.
I already
Yeah,
said
I, I just it's vibes for me. Like it's an aura, and not saying he didn't have a good, it just yeah.
I don't know, Christy. I have to disagree. I think he oozes BDE.
Not for me.
Okay.
Not for me. He's fine though. He's fine.
He is.
But I don't get I don't know. It just I don't know what it is.
Okay, we're gonna do a poll under this. Poll right now, guys. Does Trevante Rhodes have BDE?
I mean, y'all could disagree with me. That's fine. But the one person out of my whole list that I feel like got the bit like the BDE is Kofi. Like he just got something that I just be like,
You're right
this
about You're definitely right about
that's
that.
what I think of BDE. Not saying Trevante, I haven't been following him like that, so maybe that's the reason why. But it's just something about Kofi that just says, I got it. You know what I mean? And me, I got to have it.
Now she got
That's
everything.
me shooting my shot again, Kofi. What's up? But no, this has been fun. This episode is clearly very just like it's kind of like a shoot the shit episode.
It's real.
Um,
We having a little fun with y'all.
a really laissez faire. And speaking of, I don't think we've introduced that we will be doing a shoot the shit episode each month. you want to kind of explain what that is?
Okay, guys. So what our shoot the shit episodes are will be. Excuse me. I don't know what kind of. I was gifted this bottle of wine for Christmas, and not gonna lie, took me there.
Took
So
you there.
it did. But what the shoot the shot episodes will consist of is literally just, oh my god, I fucked it up. What the shoot the shit episodes will consist of, literally just us sitting here talking shit the whole episode. So not necessarily like talking shit, but it'll just be like potpourri, us talking about any and everything. We definitely want to bring different guests in to shoot the shit with us because I know y'all might get tired of just hearing us talk. It's really hard to imagine somebody getting tired of either one of us, but hey, it could happen.
It could happen, but fuck you if that happens because this is our show. So why are you here? I'm just saying. No, not really. I'm for real about that. Like, it's chill over here. Like, we really be chilling, talking. Like, everybody who calls us and talk to us. Well, especially in season 1, People were like, I just felt like you were in our living room and we were just talking about different shit. They were like listening to us and commenting at the same time. That's the vibes we're going for. Like, we want topics of substance, but then there's also going to be times just like this episode where we're just like literally just talking, and it's fun. Is lighthearted because it's a lot going on for us to be, always talking about something serious and reflection and all of that. That could get very, very exhausting. So we do have to have these episodes. And honestly, some of my favorite episodes are surrounding dating because I just like to know that I'm not the only one that just doesn't know what I'm doing. Like, let's face it, we're all doomed at this point because no one really knows what we're doing when it comes to dating.
You're absolutely right. That's not to say we can't hit topics that y'all also want to hear.
Right. And also, like, I don't mind doing like a follow up, just like how if you listen to this episode and like Elle said, you DMing us and you're like, hey, I did this and now we're engaged and I shot my shot and whatever. Like, we could do a whole nother episode with talking through those responses that we've received from a previous episode because that's pretty cool. Like, to hear y'all's story and make it more personalized, considering that me and Elle, we're very different people, but we definitely still move in a very similar way. So it's very it's very rare that we have totally different perspectives on shit just because we're usually on the same wave. So sometimes it's gonna be like, I don't really know that perspective. But and then there's other times where, one of us is more experienced in one area than another. So you still get that different perspective. But in terms of dating, I feel like we're both on the same wave.
Cap.
No, I'm saying like the way we approach dating, you don't think so?
No.
How so?
We'll talk later.
Now I want to. The people want to know how are we different with dating. I feel like we're okay. Well, I guess when we talked about earlier, as far as like I like somebody being more direct.
I'll say I feel like you're more straightforward when it comes to dating. Whereas I'm a little y'all, believe it or not, I'm a little shy. I'm a little timid.
Is it shy or is it what is it? I don't think it's shyness. We need to come up with a different word because
Bitch,
you're
it is.
not shy. You're not shy, Elle. I don't give a fuck what you
I
say.
am.
I'm not gonna let this ride. Like, you're not shy. I just feel like you might be a little like I gotta think of a word, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna report it because I can't think of the word. But shy in terms of relationship, I will say you're nonchalant, but I don't think that's shy.
Okay. I'm nonchalant and shy. I am timid, bashful even.
People who know L, y'all comment right now. Is this bitch shy or what? Because I know I've known L
Niggas
for
probably
over
just
10 years.
not shy.
You're saying in terms of niggas, you feel like
Yeah.
you're
I said in dating, I'm shy definitely.
shy. Okay. I'm shy when it comes to dating too, then shit.
No, you're not.
I'm very shy. I'm just ooh.
Yeah, so I guess she wore her hat today because she knew she would be capping.
Oh, that's a good one. Cause she knew. No, y'all, I'm not shy when it comes to dating. No, I'm not. But I don't think I'm as direct either as you. I don't know if I'm direct. I'm working on it because that's something that I want to be. Like, I don't want to be, a go with the flow. I'm not saying I don't want to be a go with the flow. That's not true. I want to be more go with the flow, but I want to know what's going on too because it's like I just don't want to waste my time. That's really my biggest thing. It's like, what is it? Like, do you want to go for or like potentially be something, or are you just here because you're bored? Like just be real with me.
Bitch, not me realizing that I'm sliding in Brent DMs and you saying waste your time. I would waste my time with that man.
No, for real. I mean, but see, that's different because you're going in knowing what to expect, and that's all I think dating I think that's really like what we need to work on when it comes to dating as a whole for our generation. Just go in knowing what's up. Like, if you just want to fuck, that is totally fine. That's totally fine. But don't cap. Don't be like, oh, and don't give this stand. I'm tired of y'all, man. Let me tell y'all this right now. In the past, I'm tired of y'all saying, whatever happens, happens. What are your intentions? Not with me, but with in dating, period. That's what we need to know, men and women. What are your intentions on dating, period? Are you dating just to fuck? Are you dating to have a relationship? You don't know, obviously, with that particular person yet because you're not with that person, but you know whether or not you see yourself in something serious, very soon. And I think that's where the miscommunication is because people want to, tap dance and tiptoe around people's feelings. And we need to do away with that because either way, you're going to hurt people's feelings by not being upfront with them in the beginning. So let's work on this, y'all. Like, I, I could talk about this all day. I just think dating is fucked up right now. And that's the reason why more women are shooting their shots, and there's no issue with that. But I just think we need to have an understanding. I love the fact that what I will say about the shooting your shot is I love the fact that women feel empowered to do what they want to do in terms of dating. I love that. Like, I feel like we should be able to take control of that. But I also hate it for the women who's like, unless that's what they want to do. Like, you get on one knee for a man, it's like, is he even ready, sis? Like, it's kind of embarrassing.
I would rather choke on glass and die.
Mm.
But I say that to say this: as a woman, as I support all of your decisions, her proposing to a man, and I'm sorry, y'all, if it sounds misogynist. I don't know if it is internalized misogyny. If it's internalized misogyny, somebody comment and let me know because I'm not perfect. I'm
I'm
always
pretty sure it
open.
is. It
I'm
definitely is.
in my activist lifestyle, but that's just something I would not do. However, to the women that are shooting their shots, I really support it wholeheartedly. It's just that getting down on one knee and asking a man to marry me, like, ugh,
I
girl,
just feel
you
like what
think
type of man, like what we be doing here? Like, as far as like you, because if I did that and my man is like, you won't get your ass up,
they
like
trying
you got mad and trying to fight me.
to online and just want to punch them bitches in the back of the head, like, oof.
And the men are like I don't know, but like you said, honestly, we just have to be accepted. Like, I'm not trying to like downplay y'all. I'm just saying I wouldn't personally do it. No, I am kind of downplaying. I'm gonna be real, kind of, but I'm not trying. Like, I can't lie to myself. I mean, that is downplaying. You saying like that's stupid, but the Lord is working on me. It's 2022. Who knows? By the end of this year, I might be on a different. I might sing a different tune. All right, y'all. So we definitely enjoyed having this very candid, fun conversation about shooting your shot. As we mentioned, well, Elle definitely mentioned, we're womanists, so we're not judging you all. Like, this is no judgment zone here. We're just talking about what we would and would not do. And if you just want to talk, just let me know if y'all have any like anything to say regarding this episode. If you shot your shot, as we mentioned, let us know. If you have different opinions and you want to be like, well, there's nothing wrong with proposing to a man and blah blah blah, I want to hear that too, because I want to know like what's behind it. 'Cause I honestly personally don't know any women who is willing to do that. So we are open for everybody and all persons who has an opinion. So definitely hit up our socials, which is listed below. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because we are doing big things this year, as we've so eloquently mentioned 100 times this episode. With that being said, y'all, we have had such a great time, and we will see you all next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Have a great week.
Yes. See you later. We'll also be doing some updates on our book club. So you still have a little bit more time to get the book. And as mentioned early in the episode, if you are in the Raleigh Durham area and you would like to borrow Elle's book, definitely let us know so we can get that to you as soon as possible. Other than that, y'all have a good week and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.